Hello. Hello. Good evening. Darcy May here. I've got a stool over here for this evening. How is everybody tonight? We're just logging on a little bit early so people have time to know we are here. Hope everybody has had a great day. The girls, they've been busy today. If you read our story today, you know that they were saying goodbye to all the barn animals today in the story because they'll soon be on their way to Peeblyville. They'll never have to move again. Good evening. We've started. We're going to, instead of starting our messages in the evening at 4:35, we have changed it to 4:40 because we just didn't have enough time, and we want to make sure we have enough time to visit with you here with our TikTok family. Oh, and so goes in the morning too. We are switching from 7:35 in the morning to 7:40 with our morning message. That way we'll have plenty of time and I don't feel rushed. One more minute and then we'll begin the princess's message for this evening. Hope everybody has been staying well this winter. Of course, here in Maine, along with winter comes runny noses and sniffles. Seems I'm following right along. Well, okay, it's 4:40. Let's begin. Well, good evening, Maine and world. I'm Darcy May, and this is the beautiful, snuggly Princess Foxy Lady of Maine. And over here we have all snuggled up her daughters, Annie and Natalie in the middle, and their friends, Jamie Rose and J.R., all tucked in nice and snugly. They've been saying goodbye to the farm animals today. J.R. and Jamie Rose are soon to move to Peeblyville. Well, we have a message for you for this evening from the princess. Are you ready? Here we go. Good evening to my state of Maine. I find sometimes I have a little fear of what tomorrow might bring. Good evening to the whole wide wonderful world. I think I am going to just let those fears of what tomorrow might bring disappear for this evening. And a good evening to you, Queen, said Princess Foxy Lady of Maine. Good evening to those out there in our state of Maine and all over the world. I have a little fear that something not good might happen tomorrow. Sometimes I am going to be like my mom and forget about those fears for this evening, said Annie. Natalie said good evening to the humans and animals in my state of Maine and all over the world. Me, fears. Nah. Well, I do have a little fear about J.R. and Jamie Rose moving. I am afraid they will miss us. I know I will miss them. The princess knew this was a hard time for them on one hand and a happy time on the other hand. J.R. and Jamie Rose will be settled in Peeblyville and will never have to move again. She smiled and began her evening message. She said, when a new adventure is about to begin, it is quite normal to be both sad, nervous, and excited. You might be sad saying goodbye to an old way, and you could be nervous and excited about the new adventure ahead. These fears are normal. I am saying for this evening, let these fears go. Let them go. My message this evening is let fears of tomorrow melt away and disappear for the whole night, my friends. So you'll have a good night and rest well. Annie said, "You know, it's really hard to stop thinking about something coming tomorrow. But if I want to sleep, I have to make my mind up to stop thinking about it. Sometimes I have to start counting and concentrate on the next number instead of what's coming tomorrow. I like to count squirrels climbing a tree to their bed, which happens to be a hammock hanging from a limb in that tree. Natalie likes to count squirrels too. You can too, our online family, if you want to. I hope you have no worries tonight. Good night and rest well." Natalie said, "Annie didn't tell you the saying we say when counting squirrels to go to sleep. It goes like this. The first little squirrel went climbing up a tree. He found his bed, lay down his head, and he fell sound asleep. The second small squirrel went climbing up a tree. He found his bed, lay down his head, and he fell sound asleep. The third little squirrel, and so on. Just go ahead. You can say it too if you want. If you have trouble sleeping, our friends, say it tonight if you want. Good night. Sleep tucked in tight. See you in the morning. Well, there. That ends this evening's message from Princess Foxy Lady of Maine and her daughters, Annie and Natalie. Remember what they said. Let those fears melt away for this evening. Let them go. Well, love, hugs, and kisses from us all. Be happy and keep smiling, our friends. Make sure you hug, squeeze, and love those kids when they go to bed tonight. And do it once from you and then once from us too. So do it twice. Okay, let's sing our good night song. Good night to all our friends, from us to all of you. Have a hug and a squeeze, a kiss on the cheek too. Good night to all our friends. It is time to kick back. Good night to you, our friends. Time to rest and relax. Well, okay. Good night, our friends. Make sure you let those fears go away for this evening so you can get some good sleep. And we've changed our time from 7:35 in the morning to 7:40 in the morning with your morning message because I just didn't have enough time. We didn't to share with you. So we've changed that to 7:40. And then in the evening, we're changing from 4:35 to 4:40. And that way we have plenty of time. Well, okay. Good night, our friends. Don't forget to follow us so you don't miss all our fun messages and stories and all that good stuff in between. You don't want to miss the stories about JR and Jamie Rose moving to Peeblyville. So make sure you're following us.